You're watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, new breakthroughs in age management medicine. With us, we have America's age management physician, Dr. Jeff Life. Dr. Life, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Randy. Great to be here.
Now, your new book, The Life Plan, I guess it's in bookstores everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's hot. I looked at it, knowing you were coming on the show, looked at it very quickly, so I have a lot of questions for you.
Okay, good.
Now, Cenogenics. For those that don't know you and know Cenogenics, tell me a little bit about how you got involved and what your role is with the company.
I really got involved back in 2003, but prior to that, when I was 57, the before picture there.
You look pretty bad there,
I was
right?
bad. I was bad.
You felt bad.
I felt
in your book.
horrible.
You said it was like you were depressed.
I was depressed. I had a huge abdomen, 40-inch waist, losing my muscle mass and strength, my energy, my libido, sexual function was going downhill. I was like the typical 57-year-old.
Okay.
And I decided to do something about it, so I entered the Bill Phillips Body for Life.
Body for Life, that's right.
And I won that. I did that through exercise and nutrition, the right exercise, the right nutrition. And so I won it just before I turned age 60. And then when I was about 63, I noticed I was losing ground again, even though I was exercising.
So you're starting to gain weight back.
Gaining my belly back. And that's when I learned about Cenogenics. And Cenogenics is all about the right kind of exercise, nutrition, but also about correcting hormone deficiencies, about balancing hormones. So I became a patient of Cenogenics in June of 2003.
Everything has changed, you say.
My hormones were in the tank, and they got my hormones up to where they were healthy, at a healthy 30, 40-year-old level.
So you call it hormone optimization.
Hormone optimization, or correcting hormone deficiencies, or really balancing the hormones.
Okay.
And it just made all the difference in the world. Within a couple of weeks, I felt different. I was more energized at the gym. My sexual function was coming back. My libido was coming back. My zest for life was coming back. It was all coming back, and I was starting to lose body fat, especially in my belly. And that's when I really became interested in age management medicine and decided to join them as their senior physician, which I did in January of '04.
Now you have centers all over the country.
We have 15 centers scattered throughout the country.
Okay, and patients, by the way, I guess typically flying from all over the world now.
That's right.
To Cenogenics to see you guys.
The typical patient is like 35 or older, men and women, successful, most of them very successful, some celebrities.
Yeah, you have a celebrity following.
We do. And they come in with basically the same complaints I had, you know. They suddenly realize that their energy levels are declining, that age is starting to take its toll on them. And so they come to us, and we correct their hormone deficiencies, get them back on the right exercise, tailored to their specific needs, and get them back on the right nutrition.
You couldn't look this way without hormones, in your opinion?
I know, no, absolutely. I could not look. I mean, may not even be here. I mean, correcting my hormone deficiencies 8.5 years ago has really changed my health for the better.
Before Cenogenics, life was just kind of passing by. Since I've been on the program, I now am fully engaged in life every single day. And the last 7 years have actually been the best from a financial standpoint, from a relationship standpoint, and from the ability to go out and just do what I want to do on a daily basis. The program has the three components that have just been wonders for me have been the hormone therapy, coupled with a diet regimen and a resistance training program that has just made the difference in being able to get up and attack life on a daily basis, as opposed to life traipsing by me.
There is such a thing as healthy aging. The Cenogenics Age Management Program is not a pill or a fad diet. It's a unique, customized health program created for youthful aging. Cenogenics patients don't just look better, they feel better. Age management medicine has been shown to decrease the risk of age-related disease, increase energy, boost sex drive, improve muscle tone, decrease body fat, and sharpen thinking. It's a science-based medical approach that helps you control the aging process and places you at the lowest possible risk for age-related disease. Cenogenics research and medical expertise guides you toward optimized health. Register now and access their Healthy Aging Kit for free. Or call and find out if you would be a good candidate for the program. You will actually get to speak to a Cenogenics medical doctor on the telephone. Make the call that can truly change your life. Are your results typical? That means, do you see transformations from a guy like this to a guy like this, like in your before and after photo? Do you see that a lot?
I see that a lot. I see men really get rid of body fat and increase their muscle mass and strength. Women get rid of body fat, become more athletic, more energized. Yes, it's very common.
Now, by the way, on this cover, on this muscle shot, I mean, you weigh less than 100, about 189 pounds. I mean,
I weighed 182 there.
Is that right? And I saw you in jeans. I mean, you're a lean guy. You're not a big person.
Yeah, you know, I look.
But not everybody, I guess, wants to be muscly like
that. No, but everyone wants to not be fat. You know, this is all about getting rid of fat, body fat.
Okay.
You know, our health is directly related to how much fat we have, especially belly fat, Randy. Belly fat is the thing that takes most people out.
I was overweight, I wasn't feeling well, and when I came and I began, it was an overnight change. I had energy, I felt better, and I felt better about myself. You feel good almost from day one because you feel good about yourself.
I'm 58 years old. I've been on Cenogenics for the last year. I started Cenogenics because I was looking for a program that was really going to encompass my entire life, a new way of living. I was looking for supplements, a lifestyle change. I was looking for a workout program, and I was really looking for a coach. What I found with Cenogenics is a very balanced approach that has improved my life tremendously. I have a higher level of energy than I've ever thought I would, especially at my age.
How does this 70-year-old doctor have the body of a 30-year-old? The answer is Cenogenics. GQ suggests that Cenogenics is the path to reversing the signs and symptoms of aging. Cenogenics is not a pill, a fad diet, or a surgical procedure. It is a customized health program that can make you look and feel years younger. Call Cenogenics now for a free consultation.
So these people, by the way, are in a rut to come to you. You know, some of them just feel lousy, or some people feel pretty good. They want to take it to the next level.
Most of my patients are feeling lousy. Their sexual function has declined. They've built their careers and their families, and then they're now at the point where they can really enjoy everything, and they just don't have the energy. They'd rather sleep than have sex. They take naps in the afternoon. They just don't, they've lost their zest for life.
Are you more active now at 72 than you were in that picture?
Than the before?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
like
there's no comparison.
What can you do now that you couldn't do then?
Well, I couldn't, back then I had no interest in martial arts. I had no interest in going back to school.
You're getting a black belt now, you say?
Yes, yeah. I'm getting a black belt in the next, by the time I'm 75, I hope to have a black belt in Taekwondo.
Okay.
And I'm a student at Auburn University pursuing my MBA. There's no way I would have even thought of doing that.
Once my hormones were optimized, and it was literally within 30 days, I was doing things in my life that I hadn't done in the previous 10. I mean, bouncing to the gym, doing things around the house, reading, things that I truly enjoy doing, but I had the energy and the stamina to want to go do it. Whereas before, you know, I just couldn't get it up, if you will. Now, there's no keeping me down. They're just things that I want to do, and I go do them, and I feel great doing them.
I spent the day at Cenogenics with Dr. Life, and every patient I met told me that they have never felt better. I believe that it's true. The second half of your life can be the best half of your life. Healthy aging is possible. What makes them different is that they are a medical program that shifts from the typical disease-driven approach to a proactive method that encourages healthy aging. The focus is on prevention, using low glycemic nutrition, exercise, nutritional supplements, and hormone optimization when clinically indicated. Cenogenics uses results from your health evaluation to develop an individualized healthy aging program to help you look and feel like a younger, fully renewed you. Make the call that can truly change your life. Now, you see reversals, by the way,
I
with
see
patients
reversals
every
all
day?
the time, all the time.
People tell you stories?
All the time. I have a couple that are in their 70s. I just saw them last week for their follow-up, their annual follow-up. They've been on this program for 2 years. She just says can't believe how much better she feels. Each month she's felt better. And her husband says to me, he says, the only thing that I am having problems with is I get these nighttime erections that wake me up.
Okay.
Which, is pretty amazing.
What do you say to him when he says that?
I laughed and I said, is that a problem? And he said, no, not really.
Now, the physicians at Cenogenics, let's talk about that for a moment. I guess you guys are the largest age management organization in the world.
We are the largest age management medicine organization. We've been around for since 1997, and we have 15 centers scattered throughout the country. And we're going to continue to grow.
Is this the future of medicine?
This is definitely
trying to prevent it?
This is definitely the future of medicine. It's being proactive about preventing disease.
You call it improving the health span in your book.
That's right.
Elaborate on that.
The whole key to surviving America's healthcare system is to not get sick.
Okay, all right.
And that's what this program is all about, not getting sick. And if you're already sick, then we reverse that. And if you're in good health, we want to keep that going as you continue to age.
Yeah, maybe we should have my wife here for the testimonial for my libido. Amazing. What a difference. It's made quite an impact and a difference in our relationship. The weight training coupled with the diet, the relationship, everything has never been better as far as my life. And I tell him, hey, I'm on a program, okay? And it's a wellness program. It's a health program. It is a fitness program. It is a making life so much better program. Involvement with Cenogenics has allowed me in the last 7 years. I had my best income producing years the previous 4 years. The last 3 years, I've been instrumental in launching a brand new resort brand coming to the market. If someone would have told me that I'd be doing this 10 years ago, I'd have told them they were nuts. But I'm attacking this with a vengeance. Can't wait to get started. And I'm really looking forward, because of Cenogenics, to the next part of my life.
What are the components of the program?
There are 4 components. The first is exercise, and it's got to be the right kind of exercise, tailored to specific needs of the...
You say that you can show them how to raise their growth hormone naturally with just exercise, the right kind of exercise.
Well, actually exercise. And the second component is nutrition, and it's got to be the right kind of nutrition tailored to the individual. Then supplements, and then the last is correcting hormone deficiencies and balancing hormone levels. And yes, if you do all that, you can increase your own growth hormone level production you can double it. Patients double it within 2 months.
So I understand this correctly. Okay. So as you get older, your beliefs, your philosophy here is that hormone levels start to decline. And when you replace or replenish those hormones, people start feeling younger?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes all the difference in the world, Randy. It makes the difference. As we get older, our hormone levels decline. Key hormones like testosterone, DHEA, melatonin, thyroid, and growth hormone.
What I didn't expect was I didn't think these things were going to change and last. I think that's the difference. It's the lasting change and the sustainability. And the sustainability comes from, it was a new program, and it was a program that got you to follow through, and I got my mindset right. And once you get your mindset right and you get on the right path, if you're at the right place and you're at the right time, but the third component is you have to be at the right team. The Cenogenics team is the right team. That's the third critical component. Those 3 items, when they come together, make you a brand new person.
How does this 70-year-old doctor have the body of a 30-year-old? The answer is Cenogenics. GQ suggests that Cenogenics is the path to reversing the signs and symptoms of aging.
Cenogenics changed my life. I'm 70, but I feel like I'm 30.
You are getting older, but with a call to Cenogenics today, you can start on the road to looking younger, a lot younger.
My libido was like I was 18 again. So the desire is there constantly.
All the time?
Went from 260 pounds to 190 pounds, and I feel great.
Experienced medical doctors have created Cenogenics to decrease your body fat and increase your muscle tone, strength, sex drive, and energy. Cenogenics is not a pill, a fad diet, or a surgical procedure. It is a customized health program that can make you look and feel years younger. Call Cenogenics now for a free consultation.
So take me through the process. What happens on day one?
On day one, actually before day one, a phlebotomist is sent to the patient's home to draw blood. Okay. And also at that time, we give the patient a questionnaire to fill out about his or her goals and his or her health history. Then they come out for their evaluation on day one. First part of the evaluation is devoted to diagnostic testing. We do VO2 max testing to get a really good idea of what their level of fitness is, their cardiovascular fitness. Also, what is the best heart rate for them to train at to achieve their goals of burning body fat. We do a DEXA scan, which looks at all their body composition, includes bone density, muscle mass to the gram, and body fat, grams of body fat, and percent body fat. We then do cognitive testing to test their mental quickness and their.
And you do comparative studies later on.
Yes,
this is a baseline.
This is all a baseline. That's
okay.
It's all a baseline that then we can use to compare to as they move through the program. We do strength testing to assess their upper body and lower body strength. Flexibility testing to assess their flexibility. Balance testing to check their ability to balance, which these are very important components to healthy aging. Next, they spend time, maybe an hour, hour and a half, with our exercise nutrition specialist.
And what are they doing?
And he or she designs a program of nutrition and exercise that's specific for their needs, for their goals. Then they spend about 2.5 hours with the doctor. And the doctor goes through all the diagnostic testing, all the lab work, all the questionnaire, and comes up with a program that is customized for this patient. Then it's wrapped up with a complete physical exam, and then the patient leaves and the products are shipped out to them and they start the program. We follow them up at 8 weeks with another blood test, phone calls made.
You see dramatic differences?
Dramatic.
Even that soon?
That soon,
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, first 8 weeks is a huge change in everybody.
So the program is something that gives you a guideline, helps you set it, and once you get into it, there's a group of people that help you maintain. And that was something that was great for me. Not only could I maintain, I could grow, and then once you start to see the differences, then it becomes addictive. You want it more and more.
The physiological, the absolute science of blood testing, injections, et cetera, the whole lifestyle, food change, exercise has been spectacular. The addition to that is what it's done for me psychologically. So it's created this cycle of activity. One feeds the other. I feel better, I do better. I do better, I feel better. It happened almost immediately. And I think the switch really was the physiology and ultimately became the psychology. It's been a wonderful ride for the last 4 years. What I didn't expect was to feel something different than I'd ever felt. I thought it would go back to my youth. Maybe I'd feel like I was 20 again. I'm 67, so I'm definitely not 20. At the end of the day, I felt different than I had ever felt. So as a result, my energy level, my confidence, the way I slept, the way I felt, the way I looked at things changed. Ultimately, it changed my entire life and perspective. So it was unlike anything that had ever happened. I had nothing to compare it to.
Cenogenics. You can feel better, look younger, and enjoy a longer, healthier life. For many people, the aging process means declining health, muscle loss, increased body fat, decreased energy, low sex drive, and foggy thinking. Getting older is inevitable, but how you age is in your control. Learn more about Cenogenics and register to receive their free Healthy Aging Kit. All you have to do is call the number below or visit Cenogenics.com. Do you think men, like in your picture, this 57-year-old, they forget what it was like to feel fantastic?
Absolutely. With men, testosterone levels decline very slowly, and it's insidious, and they don't realize how bad they feel. They think they feel okay until they start this program, and within 2 weeks they know that they're feeling much different, much better.
But help me understand, I mean, why is it though that it keeps getting better? I mean, like 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. You told me, you said, Randy, a couple years ago when you met me, I'm so much better now than I was even then.
I think
what's happening?
I think it's because as you start feeling better, as I and my patients start feeling better, we get more active and we start doing more, and it just feeds on itself. So you do more and you feel better and you do even more, and it just keeps on building like that.
Interesting, interesting. Are you excited about your future? Like at 82, are you wondering, boy, how long can this last?
You know, Randy, I look at myself in the mirror and I think, this is amazing. I mean, I'm amazed at how I look, how I feel, how healthy I am. And I'm thinking, you know, what am I going to be like in 10 years? Well, back when I had the photo 7 years ago that Cenogenics uses, I thought, this is as good as it's ever going to be. I can't be any better than this. I better enjoy it while it lasts. And now I get my picture taken again for my book. 7 years later.
It's not touched up, right?
No, that's how it is.
You're all over TV. I mean, Jay Leno's talking about you. I mean, people are, because it's hard to believe. I mean, you know, before I met you, I thought, I don't know, I'm going to be pretty skeptical. And you showed up in this little black suit, little black shirt, and you're in better shape, it looks like.
Yes, I am. And so I'm totally amazed. And so what am I going to be like at age 82? I don't know. But I'm enjoying this journey. I'm loving this ride.
You say that when you interview or consult with other patients that are about your age, it makes you realize how...
It makes me realize how lucky I am, how fortunate I am to have discovered this program 8 years ago.
So you don't have other friends that are 72 right now that you routinely hang out with? They can't keep up with you?
No, none. I have friends that are in their 30s.
Tremendously. Not that it was bad before. I've always been active, but my wife has certainly noticed the difference as well in a very pleasant way.
I was a big blubber butt, and I have little tiny legs, so you can imagine how much extra weight I was carrying. And you know, I was pushing to the age when my dad had his first heart attack, and I didn't want to go down that road. All my siblings say that I'm the spitting image of my father, and I was on an airplane and I saw a picture of Dr. Life. And I thought, man, if that guy can do it at that age, there's no reason whatsoever why I can't do that for myself and be healthy and have more energy.
Testosterone, you have a whole chapter in your book about it. How does somebody know if they're low? And what's it responsible for in the person 35, 40, 40 plus?
Men know it's low if they do not wake up with early morning erections.
Is that right?
If they don't get spontaneous erections, if their sexual thoughts have diminished, they know that it's low. If they're not making progress at the gym, if they're working out but they just dread going to the gym, if they're not as sharp mentally as they used to be, if they're not on their mark like they used to be, those are the signs that their testosterone level is low. If they don't have the energy that they used to have, if they feel like they need a nap in the afternoon.
Yeah, but what about the critics that may say that testosterone may not be safe for somebody in their 60s, 70s, or 80s, and especially a 40-year-old?
Well, actually, there are fewer and fewer critics that are saying that today, because there have been a lot of studies in the last 5 to 10 years that show it's just the opposite.
What about prostate cancer, though?
Men with low testosterone levels are at the greatest risk for prostate cancer. Getting levels up to a healthy level, getting testosterone levels up to healthy levels, can prevent prostate cancer or even cause a prostate cancer to be less aggressive. Healthy testosterone levels help prevent heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes. So healthy testosterone levels are very important to avoid disease.
But dosing is very important.
Dosing is critical. I mean, you don't want too much testosterone, and there are some byproducts that testosterone can be broken down to that can cause problems. So men need to be followed.
So you take testosterone?
I do take testosterone.
You love it?
I've been taking it for 8.5 years. Yes, I mean, it's helped me.
But you
so
couldn't
much.
look the way you do without testosterone?
I could not look the way I do without testosterone.
Interesting.
Because I had very low levels. I was clinically deficient in testosterone when I was 63 years old.
So find a Cenogenics doctor, get your hormones checked.
Find a Cenogenics doctor, get your hormones checked, and get on the age management medicine program by an expert that will follow you like you should be followed.
perfect.
My lifestyle requires that I'm up and working at 6:30 in the morning. And I work in an industry where it's not uncommon for me to work with individuals that are 20, 30 years younger than me. It's incredibly important that I have an energy level that I can sustain all day to keep pace. What I found with the Cenogenics approach is not only do I have the energy level, I've got the drive and the will to do things at my age I never thought possible before.
Because everybody comes up to me and goes, Scott, you look great. What are you doing that's so different? You know, I had a 39.5-inch waist when I got started. Now it's about a 33. I was weighing 236 pounds. I dropped down to 214. My energy level tripled through the roof. My shoulders got good. My arms got better. My clothes started fitting better. I started feeling great. I started feeling sexy, and I felt more outgoing. I felt like I could really accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, and my confidence went through the roof. So the Cenogenics program worked for me phenomenal.
Now in this economy, it's very interesting. In this economy, you have young people replacing old people every day.
All the time.
So this is a good time, I guess, to invest in yourself.
This is the perfect time because
you're going to I mean, people are living longer.
Exactly.
Working
and
longer.
One of the big fears that a lot of my patients have is that they're losing their edge, and they're afraid that their younger competitors are going to take them out. And this program has given them renewed energy and vitality and zest to get back in there and fight. And they're doing it, and they're succeeding.
I was in the weight room the other day on Saturday, and I had two young kids come up to me and say, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 67." And one of them screamed out, "My grandfather is 67, and he couldn't do any of this." I was doing repetitions with 275 on the bench, just getting a nice solid workout in. People ask me about it all the time. I think the benefit has been that I haven't aged that badly, period. I think my skin quality is reasonably good. But the truth of the matter is I've tried to take reasonably good care of myself. I'm probably benefiting from some genetics, but the program I've been on has rejuvenated me. And I think when you feel better inside, you look better outside. It's interesting. I have spent an enormous amount of time talking to friends about the program. I've told them they think they know what feels good, but they really don't know what feels good. Try this, see what it's like, try it on. You know when a suit feels good, this will feel perfect.
Well, thank you for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure. You've been watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. If you would like to see this interview again online, you can visit our website at wellnesshour.com. Just put in Dr. Life, or you can put in Cenogenics, or just age management. For now, I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.
How does this 70-year-old doctor have the body of a 30-year-old? The answer is Cenogenics. GQ suggests that Cenogenics is the path to reversing the signs and symptoms of aging. Cenogenics is not a pill, a fad diet, or a surgical procedure. It is a customized health program that can make you look and feel years younger. Call Cenogenics now for a free consultation.